This is CBS 2 News at 6.
Breaking news at 6. Several brush fires are burning near train tracks in central New Jersey.
It's causing commuter chaos at Penn Station as people try to get home. We have live team coverage.
Also tonight, a brutal beating in Queens leaves a man in critical condition. Tonight, we hear from his family, who says a years-long dispute with neighbors led to the attack.
Good evening, I'm Dick Brennan.
And I'm Dana Tyler.
We begin with the brush fires sparking cancellations on NJ Transit.
CBS 2's Alicia Reed joining us live from Penn Station with what's happening right now. It's commuting time, still a lot of people there, Alicia.
Oh, absolutely, Dick and Dana. A lot of disruptions here. I'm going to get out of the way so you can see the crowd behind me here. It continues to grow. A lot of cancellations here this evening, and New Jersey Transit commuters are going to have to figure out an alternative way to get home from the city. Chopper 2 over the fire in Edison. A rep from the New Jersey Forest Fire Service says they're on scene at 2 brush fires in central New Jersey right now. One happened in the vicinity of Park Avenue and Orchard Street in Matawan, Monmouth County. That blaze spread to a nearby train support beam. We're told the fire has been mostly extinguished. The other brush fire happened at Rutgers Farm in North Brunswick, Middlesex County. Now, commuters were stuck on an Amtrak train at Metro Park Station. They had no choice but to wait it out. People were also stranded on a crowded platform there. The Northeast Corridor line is suspended in both directions between Trenton and Penn Station. These disruptions are all over, including here at Penn Station. One woman we spoke to is new to the area, and she says she barely knows how to get home using transit.
I actually just started working in New York like 2-3 weeks ago, so I'm still learning like the subway and the train station and everything. So yeah, this is kind of really inconvenient. So the guy told me the only way for me to get to Hamilton is the bus, and I've never taken the bus from here before, so now I have to figure out how to do that.
Now, Morris and Essex, Midtown Direct, and North Jersey Coastline will continue to operate. Again, lots of cancellations leading to delays. There are people getting on trains, but the crowd here does not seem to be thinning out. Of course, we'll continue to monitor this situation and bring you the latest as we get it. Live from Penn Station, Alicia Reed, CBS 2 News.
Thanks.
Our team coverage continues right now.
CBS 2's Dan Rice is live in Chopper 2 with the latest on these fires. Dan?
And Dana, crew's still out here trying to get this fire under control. We'll zoom in with the camera down here and we'll show you the firefighting efforts along the Northeast Corridor tracks. We are just north of the Edison train station. You can see firefighters having a hard time getting to where all these fires broke out. There were numerous fires in a 1-mile stretch here. You see the people walking up on the tracks. One of the reasons why they had to stop service on the Northeast Corridor line, one of the country's busiest travel corridors throughout the whole country there, at a standstill. We have seen limited service going into Metro Park, which is about a 1.5 miles north of where we are, but there is no service south of there down to Trenton, and you can see there's still large patches of area here that are burnt out. Crews still doing their job trying to get this under control, but it'll be some time before they'll probably let trains go through the area. Reporting live in Chopper 2, Dan Rice, CBS 2 News.
Dan, thank you. Mother Nature could have a slight impact on those brush fires.
Lonnie Quinn joins us with that part of the story. Lonnie.
You betcha. I mean, yesterday and today, at least the first part of this day, perfect wildfire conditions with really just dry air in place. Well, you know what? You look outside right now, the humidity is on the way up. It's 56 degrees, southerly winds around 18 miles per hour, so the wind hasn't been helping as well. But we've watched the dew points, which measures the humidity in the air, go up and up and up. Yesterday, all these numbers were in the teens and 20s. An hour ago, they were maxed out in the 30s. Now we have a 42-degree dew point in the city, 50 for Brick. I mean, look, the bigger that number, the more humidity in the air and the tougher it is for a fire to exist. There's our fire. A little bit of trace moisture you see up here around Orange County. That's upper level. At the surface, we were not seeing it, but we're going to be seeing some rain kick in maybe later tonight into tomorrow morning. So this is our fire season, March into April. It's been really dry since last week, barely a drop of rain, that low humidity in place, perfect conditions for the brush fire. That's all changing. Humidity, like I said, is on the way up. We'll see some showers around, maybe even late tonight, but more so tomorrow. It's not an all-day rain, but around, they stop, around, they stop, around, they stop. That's what I'm calling for, but it is mild. Probably the warmest day this week at around 64 degrees. More coming up a little bit later, guys, but that's how we see things here in the weather.
All right, Lonnie, thanks very much. New information in a brutal attack that police say stemmed from a parking dispute in Queens.
The victim was beaten with a baseball bat and then stabbed, left in critical condition. CBS 2's Lisa Rosner spoke with his family today.
Took me explicaba como mi esposo no dejó, él la ayudaba.
In Spanish, the mother of 28-year-old Wilson Patricio Chaba talks about how he supports the family and tearfully says she wants justice. It comes days after a video, which is too graphic to air, showed Chaba getting beaten on 47th Avenue in Sunnyside Friday afternoon. Police say 27-year-old Daisy Barrera struck Chaba with a baseball bat multiple times, and 30-year-old Arturo Cuevas admitted to kicking and stabbing him with a knife. The Chaba family attorney says his girlfriend, Delia Chimbe, was also struck with the bat.
She went to stop him, to stop the attack, and she actually, believe it or not, got into the middle of him. That's why she got damaged. Okay, and if she hadn't gone in, Wilson may be dead now.
The attorney says Chaba is in critical condition at Elmhurst Hospital with severe brain trauma, which required surgery, and he is on a ventilator.
I know he wasn't talking. I couldn't talk to him. He wasn't moving. Okay. There's probably going to be permanent damage.
Barrera and Cuevas face charges of second-degree attempted murder and several counts of assault in the case. The couple appears to have a history with Chaba that stems from a fight over a parking spot. One of the suspect's attorneys said Chaba struck her with a drill a few weeks ago, which Chaba's attorney denies. As for Friday, Chaba's attorney says it was unprovoked.
He was just going to his home. He wasn't attacking anybody, that's for sure.
We are told both suspects plan to plead not guilty. For now, they are being held in jail. Outside Queens Criminal Court, Lisa Rosner, CBS 2 News.
And the Queens District Attorney says she asked the court to keep the defendants in custody prior to trial. The suspects are expected to appear in court tomorrow.
A stand-up with a man hanging out a window in Midtown is finally over. Exclusive video into our newsroom tonight shows an officer rappelling outside the 31st floor window and pushing the man back inside. This all started around 8:30 this morning at a luxury building on West 56th Street with the serving of an FBI warrant for alleged financial crimes. The 35-year-old man perched himself on the window ledge and threatened to jump.
Our hostage negotiation team is the best in the business. He's the Big Apple. You never know what's going to happen.
Police brought the man in. He is now under arrest.
5 boys on Staten Island, apparently looking for some adventure, got stuck in the sewer system last night. Today, the FDNY released the 911 call.
What's the address in Staten Island?
We don't know.
You don't know?
We're stuck in the sewers.
You're stuck where?
In the sewers.
Fire department says the boys, 11 and 12 years old, went into a storm drain near Clove Lakes Park, and then they wandered around. The 911 dispatch spent about 30 minutes on the phone with the boys trying to pinpoint their exact location.
They crawled in there, and they were in there crawling for at least 15 minutes, and they became disoriented.
Rescue 5 went into the tunnel to operate in the confined space.
Well, the 2 firefighters, this is how the rescue went, attached to a safety line, traveled underground to find the boys. Very narrow, as you can see, getting around there. The children were taken to the hospital for evaluation and are said to be okay.
Wow. Another day has come and gone with no word on a possible indictment for former President Trump. The grand jury was unexpectedly called off today. CBS 2's Jessica Moore has been following the new development. She joins us live from outside the courthouse in Lower Manhattan. Jessica.
Well, Dick, no word yet why the grand jury was told to stay home today, but we do know they are on standby for tomorrow. Meanwhile, Trump is down in Florida bracing for an arrest any day, and he is telling his inner circle he welcomes the idea of being paraded in front of reporters.
Sources tell CBS News the grand jury's work is nearly done. Over the past few days, Trump has been engaged in an extensive public relations campaign, using his potentially looming arrest to fundraise and drum up support.
It gives him a chance to really play the victim, which is his favorite thing to do politically.
Trump faces an indictment on charges of bookkeeping fraud. Former Trump fixer Michael Cohen testified that Trump ordered him to pay off porn star Stormy Daniels during the 2016 election and then reimbursed Cohen, booking the payments as legal expenses to cover the whole thing up. Trump called on supporters to protest, but for 2 days in a row now, only small groups of people have shown up in his defense downtown and at Trump Tower.
Anytime there's a rally, I'm there.
The Department of Justice, the fact that it's been so strong in its pursuit of January 6 protesters has had a residual effect.
Meanwhile, as many or more supporters of an indictment have rallied outside DA Alvin Bragg's office in solidarity.
Guilty, guilty, guilty.
As intelligence sources warn of an uptick in violent online rhetoric from domestic extremists, the NYPD is taking every precaution to keep the city safe. Heavy fencing surrounds the courthouse, DA's office, and Trump Tower. The NYPD set up cameras called Eyes in the Sky around downtown Manhattan, and SWAT teams are placed at strategic locations around the city.
The grand jury is expected to reconvene tomorrow, and tonight we're hearing one more witness may be called to testify. Live in Lower Manhattan, Jessica Moore, CBS 2 News.
All right, Jessica, thanks very much. And stay with CBS 2 and streaming on our streaming channel, CBS News New York, for continuing coverage on Trump's possible indictment. On CBSNewsNewYork.com, read more about DA Alvin Bragg's background and some of his other notable cases. And the CBS Evening News with Norah O'Donnell will have much more on the Trump investigation on CBS 2. That's coming up at 6:30.
The family of Sayreville City Councilman Eunice Jumfor is calling for justice. It's been nearly 2 months since her murder. The family speaking publicly today for the first time. She was found shot and killed in her car in February in her driveway. Police are still searching for a motive and the killer. Her family today and their attorney told the public they're still waiting for those answers.
There is no idea that they're aware of as to who wanted to see her dead.
I need justice for my daughter. Please, God, help me. Thank you.
The Middlesex County Prosecutor's Office says the investigation is ongoing and that they continue to seek justice for Ms. Jumfor.
The steps of City Hall have hosted powerful politicians and heated rallies. Coming up next at 6, why it's now the home of demolition crews.
A century-old armory in the Bronx has been empty for many of those years.
We are owed something here in the Bronx, right? And that is investment into our people.
Tonight, the plan that could revitalize the community. Heart-wrenching images in New Jersey where 8 dolphins died after washing ashore Tuesday in Seal Isle City. 2 dolphins died before rescuers got there. Several marine experts tried to save the others and get them back into the ocean, but the situation proved to be too stressful for all, and the dolphins were euthanized. Necropsies will be conducted in hopes of learning what led to their demise.
You know, one of our hypotheses was the animals were in here, they were dealing, looking for food and working as a group, ended up in this creek area, and then had a very difficult time finding their way out.
According to the National Oceanic and Atmospheric Administration, some of the common causes of dolphin stranding include injuries from ship strikes or fishery entanglements, pollution exposure, disease, or starvation.
One of the world's largest armories is right in the northwest Bronx, the Kingsbridge Armory. For years, it sat vacant, costing the city hundreds of thousands of dollars to maintain. CBS 2's Shos Bedrosian reports that many believe investing there could change the community.
In the center of Kingsbridge.
This is Rapunzel's tower.
You'll likely spot this massive, intricate, castle-like building rich with history that's over 100 years old.
These beautiful, gigantic structures, you can see them anywhere in the neighborhood, actually.
But for nearly 30 years, it sat empty in this community, locked away behind a fence where local vendors spend their days.
We are owed something here in the Bronx, right? And that is investment into our people.
Council member Pierina Sanchez of District 14 says the Kingsbridge Armory could offer endless opportunities.
We're talking about even up to 860,000 square feet of available space in here.
For years, city plans have fallen through to make permanent use of it because of funding and community opposition, and it's left residents with nothing but questions.
Why isn't it actually being utilized now?
Most people in this community have never even stepped foot into this armory, but those who have say you feel like nothing but a little speck inside of here City leaders are now calling on the community to hear what they want to see happen inside of this space as they seek out new plans.
An art rec, something for kids?
Sort of academy for students.
For the vendor, general vendor.
Fernando Ortiz with the New York City Economic Development Corporation says their proposal will reflect community needs.
You know, we're just very excited to actually see a community vision plan for this armory and to get something done this time.
Sanchez believes it could cost over $1 billion to renovate the armory, but says the investment is long overdue and worth it for the city.
This is a place of great hope for our young people who walk by it every day and deserve the best.
In Kingsbridge, Josh Bedrosian, CBS 2 News.
If you head to City Hall, you will not be able to sit on the steps. Well, this is what they look like. All right, yeah, very pretty.
The old days.
Yeah, you know, way back when.
Yes.
But soon.
Last week.
Those steps will be under construction. They're being demolished, and they'll get an upgrade. Everybody will have to go through the side doors for a while. The renovations are scheduled to last until January of next year.
I saw the steps today. They're all surrounded by one of those big fences with green around it. So good luck. Yeah, no rallies for a while. All right, a gorgeous day. Gorgeous, but can we keep it going? You like that?
Hello, gorgeous.
Hello, gorgeous. Yes, there you go. Funny girl. I was working there. Yeah.
Let's get right to it.
Funny girl, she said.
I'm listening. Raised in Queens, Dick?
Yeah, that's it.
I heard a little bit of that.
Gorgeous, yeah.
Gorgeous.
There you go.
Gorgeous.
The queen.
Listen, I say yes. I just think yesterday was more beautiful outside. I mean, I couldn't find a cloud yesterday, and today I see some clouds overhead. I think you may have recalled yesterday, I think I said it's a 10, and I think today was going to end up being like a 7.5. I don't think that kind of held true. There's your picture. So we do have more clouds overhead. Temperature comes in at a mild one. It's 56. So if you're heading out for dinner, you're fine for dinner. But I do want you to take an umbrella for your day on Thursday. Now, it's not a lot of rain, but there's a rain chance out there. You hit 62. 62, a good 10 degrees above the average. What do we expect? Okay, no real rain today. I mean, we've seen some offshore showers, but nothing really pushing through the area. Our quiet pattern with no rain is going to become more active. And I'm not talking crazy rain. I'm talking showers. Showers are possibly maybe even late tonight, but more so into your day tomorrow. Now, Thursday, even with a shower chance and some more cloud cover overhead, you'll get some breaks in those clouds. It just looks mild. I mean, temperatures in the mid-upper 60s. Some folks south and west of the city possibly making a run at 70 degrees tomorrow. Then we're going to catch a break on Friday. I think if you find a raindrop on Friday, you got to go down to maybe the southern portions of Ocean County, but more rain comes back on Saturday. So let's make some sense of what we've got. There are those offshore showers, all right? Anything that you see flashing blue on land for our area is really upper level. We haven't seen raindrops out there, but it is an indication. Humidity levels are going up. I think the fire risk for tomorrow is not going to be nearly as high as it was today and what it was yesterday. This is what we are watching right here for our rain chance, and I'll show you how it times out. So here we go. You're fine for dinner. By the time you get to late tonight, early tomorrow morning, here's 4 a.m. A couple little raindrops start making their way in. Better chance for rain during the morning commute, 7 a.m. But it's not a lot of rain. Plenty of breaks out there, and this is going to be the scenario that we deal with throughout our day. 9 a.m. Good-looking break out there, but it looks like we see some, moderately heavy rain that could be moving through for spots at time. Watch how it plays out. You saw that roll over the area. Not everyone dealing with it. And even if you do catch it, then there's another break. All right, this is 2:30 in the afternoon. Now we see another batch of rain coming through the area, getting set up to make its way through the area, primarily north. This is like around 6 p.m. This is your evening drive. So there could be some rain showers out there, but it's not terribly heavy. That passes through. This should be a bit of the end of this. Is 8 p.m. It's all going to then start to push down to the south. Watch this. Here we are, 11:30 tomorrow night. And this is where I think we could be seeing a rain chance on Friday. It would be south of the area down on that southern tip of Ocean County. And then you're going to get to Saturday. Now you're going to go back to a rain chance. So what are we talking about there, guys? The numbers come together looking like this. We're going to go for a high temperature tomorrow of 64 degrees. Mild, but there's a shower chance, so you have an umbrella with you. I don't think you're going to need the umbrella too much on Friday. I just don't, unless you're well south of the city. 56 on Friday, 48 on Saturday, so it's a cool day on Saturday, and you do have a rain chance on Saturday. This is not a lot of rain. This ends up being, I think when you put the rain chance for tomorrow and the rain chance for Saturday, I think it's less than an inch for anybody, but it's rain that we could actually use. We're running right now about an inch below where we should be.
Oh, wow. Feels like we've had plenty of rain. But
we have, but remember, we were 8 inches below or we should have been.
They're playing the music. You know, it's the Academy Awards. That means Otis is up next.
All right, guys, one of the craziest plays at the plate you'll ever see. You be the judge, safe or out. And the Jets continue to bolster the lineup in anticipation of a certain Green Bay Packer quarterback coming. And Elijah Moore once demanded a trade. Well, he gets his wish 4 months later. I'll have the details.
The CBS Evening News is minutes away. Nora O'Donnell joining us now with the first look. Nora.
Good evening, Dana and Dick. Tonight on the CBS Evening News, after the CBS 2 News at 6, the Fed raises interest rates, but is it enough to cool inflation? How the move will affect your wallet. That and more news tonight on the CBS Evening News.
First Alert Weather is powered by ChevyOffers.com. This is CBS Sports New York, presented by Ford.
If and when Aaron Rodgers is traded to the Jets, he'll have a nice stable of receivers to throw to, including a two-time Super Bowl champ. The Jets also trade disgruntled wide receiver Elijah Moore and a third-round pick in the upcoming draft to Cleveland for a second-round pick. Moore was expendable after the Jets signed former two-time Super Bowl champion Kansas City Chief wide receiver Mecole Hardman to a one-year deal earlier in the day. He joins a wide receiver room that includes Allen Lazard, Garrett Wilson, Corey Davis, and Denzel Mims. Hardman won't only be catching passes, he's a return specialist as well. Yankees and Mets still fine-tuning things for the start of opening day, which is just 8 days away. The Yankees will start against the Giants at Yankee Stadium next Thursday, while the Mets will be on the road at Miami. Mets and Astros today. Kodai Senga back on the mound after some discomfort on his right index finger. The rookie strikes out 3 in 4 innings. He left with 2 runners on base in the 5th, and both of them would end up scoring off the Met bullpen. Mets lose 5-2. Yankees visiting the Nationals in Palm Beach. Giancarlo Stanton 1 for 3 with a run scored. He's batting .290 this spring. The Yankees lost 5-2 in a game that took just 2 hours and 12 minutes. Call it striking when the iron is hot, and I mean red hot for Tobin Anderson, as the now former Fairleigh Dickinson head coach takes over in Iona after Rick Pitino left for St. John's. Anderson riding the wave of being the orchestrator of the second 16 seed to beat a 1 seed in NCAA history right into New Rochelle, where he was officially introduced as the Gales head coach. After pulling off the miracle upset in this year's tournament, he is not done dreaming big. He expects to take it to an even higher level at Iona.
Next year at this time, I don't want to be meeting. I want to be playing. I want to be somewhere in a regional final playing to go to the Final Four. Is it hard to do? Yeah, it's hard to do. It's really hard to do. But that's the goal. The goal is to do something that's not been done before. The goal here is to win NCAA games, win championships.
And we will be watching. And finally tonight, let's face it, sports are a great way to develop life skills like problem solving. For example, Carthage High School's Jada Walton is motoring around the bases. There's a play at the plate. The catcher's standing in front of the plate. How does Jada solve this problem? She stands up and she just points away. She looks at it, she dives in. That's got to be the oldest trick in the book. And somehow it worked. Take another look. She's like, oh, look over there. Reminds me of when the kids were little and I would try to do that and then take their French fries.
Right,
and they look away.
Yeah. And she fell for it. That's the word.
Exactly. It worked.
All right.
Thank you. We'll be right back.
Closed captioning on CBS 2 News is brought to you by Toyota.
Today marks the start of Ramadan. The city of Patterson Ramadan Hillel lighting. They hosted it. The Hillel or crescent moon is of great significance because it marks the beginning and the end of the holy month. During Ramadan, Muslims fast from dawn until sunset. Patterson is home to the largest Muslim population in New Jersey.
Thank you for joining us tonight at 6. The CBS Evening News with Nora O'Donnell is next with the latest twist in the South Carolina Murdaugh case. Good night.